Sound here, and today we'll be taking a look at the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Emperor Palpatine with throne. So, as we take a quick look at the front of the box, here we have a nice little image there of Palpatine, and a window there that would have displayed him with all of his accessories, as well as the alternate heads, which we will take a closer look at in a moment. I got this at a pawn shop, along with some other goodies, so I apologize if the box is not in the best condition. So, on the side of the box, we have Emperor Palpatine. On the side of the box, we have Emperor Palpatine, and yeah, that's basically what happens with the box. On the bottom, you just have your barcode, stuff, all standard action figure stuff. On top, basically nothing. And on the back of the box, you have Star Wars The Black Series with a brief bio. Emperor Palpatine. Scheming, powerful, and evil to the core, Darth Sidious restored the Sith and destroyed the Jedi Order. He slowly manipulated the political system of the Galactic Republic until he was named Supreme Chancellor and eventually Emperor, ruling the galaxy through fear and tyranny. And that's basically it for the packaging. Now, I have been waiting a very long time to get this guy in my collection, so let's check him out. Alright, so we are going to start off with the accessories, because he does come with quite a bit. So before we get to the core figure himself, we will start off with those accessories. But before we get into that, Crumble Cookies fan, if you are watching this, I did add Zuma and Ella to my little couple, my row of couples here. So, yeah. So, let's start off with the accessories. So, first thing you get is his little cane there, which has been beautifully sculpted in this black plastic, and it looks very good. You also get two swappable heads. You do get his angry, scowling face, which is beautifully painted and sculpted with the hair, ears, and little wrinkles on his freakishly deformed face. Then you also get a smile, which is probably the look that I will have him displayed with, which is very cool. He also comes with a pair of, I just knocked over the faces. He also comes with a pair of lightning hands, which are beautifully sculpted. My only gripe with the lightning hands are the fingers. It kind of looks like his fingers are deforming into lightning instead of it just shooting out of his fingers. I kind of wish they would have found a workaround for that. But yeah, it's nothing really to complain about. It doesn't really hinder the look of the figure at all when they're attached. And the final accessory that he comes with, it actually comes in two pieces, is the throne. And this is just really cool. And it just plugs onto the base and it can swivel around. But look at the detail on this thing. This thing is just beautifully detailed with all the button detailing on the throne there. Got the nice overhead there. Got the cushion. Got the nice cushion, which actually does look pretty comfortable. And it's actually made of a soft rubber. I'm just realizing that now. It's made out of a soft rubbery material. Yeah. And on the back, it's just more of that nice sculpting there. So yeah, that is all of the accessories. So now let's get Palpatine himself out here. And moving right along, here is Palpatine himself, and he is a magnificent looking figure. So let's get in close here, look on that head sculpt. Nice, just standard Palpatine head sculpt there with like a little frown, and I love the detailing on his face there. I am looking forward to completing your training. In time you will call me Master. Yeah, I love the detailing on this guy. Got these shriveled little hands with, got some boots. Got the fabric detailing. He does have a little pendant on his robes there, and the robe is made out of a soft fabric. And so is the hood. You can pull back the hood, which will allow you to change out the heads. So, speaking of the swappable heads, let's see what he looks like with the heads on. And now he has the smiling face on. Come on, why won't my camera focus? Why will my camera not focus? Yeah, but there we go. There he is with the smiling face, which that will definitely be my preferred face to display him with. He just looks so creepy with it, and I love it. Yeah, and now let's get him on with the angry face. And here he is with the angry face on, and I love the way he looks. He just looks super intimidating with the angry face. The angry face is enhanced better with the lightning effects. And then as for the cane here, the cane does plug into his hand, so you're just going to want to pull the sleeve up. And then just carefully feed it through his hand here. And it should just stay like that, and there we go. Then you can have him with his evil looking cane. He just looks so good with the cane. And I don't know if I'm putting him right, but he will not stand up on his he does not like to stand up on his own. So yeah, so whenever I do have him standing, I kinda have him with the cane. Yep. As far as articulation goes, his head is on a ball joint. This will wiggle around some bit. It will look up about that far, look down that far. His head can do a full 360. The arms can do a full 360, but I would not recommend it because you don't want to risk tearing the fabric. His arms can move in and out. You do get some bicep rotation there. You do get about double jointed elbow there. Does have rotation at the wrist and a little hinge joint at the wrist there, so his wrist can move up and down. He does have an ab crunch as well as a rotating waist. And as far as legs go, legs can move forward about that far before the skirt kind of gets in the way. Can move back about that far. Outward, can't really do the full splits. It does have a little bit of thigh rotation. It does have a little over 90 at the knee. And the feet can move up and down, and you do get ankle tilt as well as ankle swivel. So yeah, he's basically standard posability for your Black Series figures, but he is good nonetheless. Since this is not your typical Transformers review, we will not be bringing out any Transformers for these size comparisons, but I will be showing off some of my other, like, 6-inch action figures that I do have in my collection as a comparison. So, starting off, hopefully this guy stands. I pray to God that he stands on his own. Here he is with Black Series General Grievous. And this is actually one of the only few times that I've actually been able to get him to stand on his own. He does not like to stand for whatever reason. Here he is with the Marvel Legends series Tobey Maguire Spider-Man from No Way Home. And here he is with the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Spider-Man 2099. Love that figure, by the way. Hey. Okay, come on. Yep. Love this figure, though. Yeah, love this figure, though. I'll still have to get a review done for him, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, yes, some of these guys just don't like to stand for whatever reason. Can he sit in the throne? Yes, he can, actually. I am not going to show you how to get him into the pose, because even I'm still struggling to learn how to pose this guy correctly. But you just plop him in the chair right there and sit him. Just sit him down there, get him all nice and straightened out, and he looks awesome in the throne. That's why I do recommend getting this version of the Black Series Palpatine, because the throne just makes him look infinitely times cooler. And one final thing to show off as far as the lightning hands go, it's basically the same as what you do for a Marvel Legends figure. You just take the hand, give it a little twist, pop it off, and you take one of the lightning hands, and that will just peg onto it like so. There we go. And you're going to want to do the same for the other side, so just give the hand a little twist, pop it off, take the lightning hand, and it will just pop into place like that. There we go. And now you can have Emperor Palpatine shocking the hell out of his victims and getting there and waiting to be thrown into the reactor shaft by Darth Vader. Yeah, he looks sick with the lightning hand. So there was my review on the Black Series Palpatine, and all in all, he is an awesome figure. I do quite like the way he turned out. Like, he looks good. He comes with some pretty cool accessories. That throne is amazing. I love the throne. Yeah, he's just an all-around great figure, and I would definitely recommend picking him up. So, there you go. That is Black Series Palpatine, so don't forget to check out my other videos, and I will see you in the next one.